Yeah. Hang on, just see. It's saying it's live now, I think. Bugger. I'll just go into the Twitch now and just see. Alright, otherwise we'll just do it here. So welcome back. Sorry, we've just had some audio problems we've just been trying to sort out. So hopefully, if we can't, we'll just stay on here with myself, and Maddie will just be the silent partner. But we have already got Dark, maybe Darky, I think, with a 43, yeah, on pole. And with Nürburg with a 44. Sato was able to do a 45 in 5th position in that Ferrari. And Dado, who took the victory of that race in the first race, is currently in 3rd. Now, will we see a repeat of Matty Seeking's final lap late in the session, where he was able to grab pole when we thought that the track would actually absolutely be drenched? But we don't know. So, yeah, no worries. We'll just say it looks like obviously Matty's not available to be on the audio. It's played up on us. So we've got obviously Matty's still here to do all the cameras. So I'll take up the commentary here for this 45-minute race, and anything Matty needs to say, I'll relay it if he's got some information for us. But currently Dark Lord in 6th, so he obviously started at the back of the grid last race. Got for a fight for 3rd position, and ended up getting caught out in that incident coming down into turn 4 into the Chappelle Corby corner, and got stuck with his team. Oh, not his teammate. We had I think it was Nürburger and Illogical Sports and Weary Night, so the 3 of them, and that paved the way for Dark Racing 40 to end up grabbing the final spot on the podium for 3rd. Sato's still out there fighting hard for grip. As you can see, probably no more grip there for the Ferrari. Will we see him park it, or will he come out with 3 minutes remaining to see if there is that grip that seems to come for the last lap for some of these cars? That's pretty much it. So we just heard from Matty, the man that drove the Cadillac to pole last night, is you need to have that disconnect with 4 minutes remaining, get in there quickly, back in, tyres undeflated, and absolutely gun it and just smash it through this chicane. And that puddle just seems to, yeah, as you can see, those guys need to take a lot of curbs to try and avoid that puddle, whereas Matty in the Cadillac just drove straight through it like it wasn't there. Sorry you can't hear Matty, guys. We've had some audio issues for some reason, with him unable to select to join the audio. Yeah, nice. So there's not much going on in the chat though. It's on the stream at the moment. We've got one active viewer, so we'd like to say hi to you. And hopefully you enjoy this 45-minute race coming up shortly as Nürburger does the Audi dance. Yeah, so Logical in 7th. Now, if he's got any secrets that has been passed on from Matty Seeking, I would imagine that we'll see a Logical stay out to the very end here. And, well, as long as they're not on the grass, like the Black Thumb has found himself, and you can give him the right old Black Thumb salute if you want. But he's currently, where is he? 5th at the moment. Weary. The Acura's been pretty strong. Yeah, pretty good time as a 43.3. Oh, bit of a yawn there. So Kemi's doing what he did last night too. He's staying out, seeing if he can find that grip. And he's done a 46.5 too, so that's a pretty good time. Especially in a car that's a bit foreign to him. That's it, Matty. Ask Crofty. Nice and early. Try and get some interaction there, nice and early. As a logical, just goes a little bit faster. So generally, we would have thought that you wouldn't be going much quicker here with the conditions you'd think would be getting wetter. But as the car's going around, it seems to give the track, as we haven't had a practice session, the game may be just ripping the track up a little bit. And it's actually aiding the cars that stay on the circuit, even though it's getting wetter. And Darky's making sure he's staying out too. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's probably just wants to organise his car for the 45-minute race. Plenty of water there on the circuit though. Yeah, so there you go. So it is gripping up with the last bit, but he's run very wide here. But he's got enough time to get one more lap in, as long as he's got fuel. As a logical sport since 7th. And here he goes for his last lap. Oh. So here he goes. So off you go, a logical. Seems like... Nah, he's got no grip out there. That's a big moment down the starting straight as Kemi's still staying out, and Darky, he's missed his opportunity, but he's already on pole. So with a 43.3. Yes, so he's gone now. So just giving it up big time. As Kemi, what can he do on this lap? I don't know if he's had a nice clean lap here, but we might see here in this sector 2 in the entry of turns 7 and 8 if he's up. So they're always close. So he's got a good little run out of that corner there. So there's a possibility that he may, as he's come in pretty wide there, it looks like, I don't think he's going to get any better than logical. So I'd say that he'll still be 8th. Yeah, the time's not kind in the wet, is it? It goes fairly quick. Especially when he's the only car left over, so he won't even get that time in. So there you go, we've got Dark Racing on pole with Nürburgring. So they're going to be back at it again, those two, with the Lambo and the Audi together. Then Dado in the second of the Lambos, with Sato in the Ferrari. Just going to be alongside with Dado. And then on row 3 we have Weary Knight and Dark Lord 78. And then the final row, row 4, will be Logical Sports and M2 Cami. So we'll get them straight into the race. And as you can see, it's overcast skies, nice and dry. So they're going to be looking pretty good for this 45 minutes. So it should be a pretty hot pace, I'd imagine. Probably predicting around about 28 laps for the pros, I'd say, for tonight. And with that mandatory stop for, there's no minimum requirements for fuel or tyres. They just need to hit their pit bay, and then when the game releases them, off they go. So Weary Knight in 5th, and Dark Lord in 6th, and then Illogical in that Nissan in 7th. And behind him is M2E Cami. But this man here ended up finishing 3rd, had a big comeback drive through the field after making a few little mistakes, getting tangled up with a few cars, trying to push the point for some overtaking early in that first race in the wet. And still managed to get 3rd. So Darky's always there or thereabouts. But we'll see how he goes with Nürburgring behind him. And this man, Dado, has been super fast. But in the dry, Darky has been fast, but so is this man. He was the fastest on track during the practice and also qualifying the previous race when it was dry. So we should see some fireworks, I'd imagine, from the Ferrari, trying to get through nice and early if he can. But Dado will be wanting to keep him at bay. The more that he can keep him behind him, he's looking to take out the round victory, Dado. So he just needs to finish in front of Sato to do that. And basically Sato just needs to get in front of Dado, and he should take the round victory. Actually, yeah, he will. Oh, look, I'm thinking Sato, really. The pace that he showed during practice, the Ferrari just seemed to was on another level than everyone else. As long as he doesn't get tangled up, as he doesn't try and push any point early on, and he gets through this first lap nice and clean. But I'll tell you what, Dado's not going to make it easy for him. That's it. There's just starting to now get organised, and nerves will start rising as they're getting ready to go. We'll see if Darky does the norm and stays to the left, which most drivers have for the pole position. And it looks like he's going to be on the left as well. So here they are. They're going to start forming up now. Darky's had a pretty fast formation lap around here. As we don't worry about those lights, it's going to go at the start line. And here we go. Yeah, nice jump as Dado's trying to make sure that he protects this inside line from the Ferrari, I believe. So it looks like he's going to make that stick and keep Sato at bay, hopefully. But Sato's come around the outside, and they had a little bit of a side glance. So there you go, 1 up for Sato already. Very cheeky, Matty. Oh, as Weary has given Dado a bit of a how you going. And Dark Lord again getting caught up here in turn 4. Such an action corner. The Chappelle corner. Oh, that's all handing down into Sato's hands very early. They'd only probably be your second penalties, more than likely. Sado. Right on the back of Nürburger. And will he make a move before the end of this first lap, Sado? And chase down Darky. The Ferrari looks so strong. I think it's going to be so strong through the final part of this, the final corner. Raccordolement. The cordon bleu. But Nürburger's up for the challenge too. Nice entry and exit out of the final corner. Sado's right at the back of this Audi. Well presented Ferrari. Oh, look at this. Nicely, very close here to the back of the Audi R8. Oh, he's had a look down the inside into the Dunlop chicane, but Nürburger's up for the challenge. And nice driving. As Weary Knights pulled the pin straight in the pit lane. Yeah, get out of the pack. As Dado finds himself down in 6th. Cammy made a great run there, up to 5th position. This is what obviously Dado wants to see if he can. He wants to try and obviously get past Cam if he can, but he'd like to see a battle here for Nürburger and Sado just to try and slow him down, to try and get Dado the opportunity to come back to them. Had a poor start, Dado. Championship's on the line here tonight. Dado chasing down this man, Sado, 3 points shy of Sado in the championship. He's got through Cammy. Looks like he's done it nice and cleanly as well. Some good racing happening out here at the Bugatti circuit tonight with the pro drivers. They've reined it in a little bit. That's it. Well, it's fastest out on the track at the moment with a 38.3 that previous lap. So he's obviously found something. He's right on the back of Sado. Sensational at the moment from Logical. Cammy's sticking it onto the back, staying on the back there of Dado. Dark Lord's obviously lost out a little bit there in 7th position. Yeah. Logic was looking. Yeah, I just don't think Sado's comfortable at the moment. Maybe with a full fuel tank, as someone's just been disconnected. I think it might be Dark. No, is it Dark Lord? No, it's not Dark Lord. Weary Knight. So the man that's pitted early in the Black Thumb has been disconnected. Only on lap 3. Ends all possible charge that we may have seen from Weary. That's it. Yeah, happened to obviously Matty Seeking. Sorry, you can't hear Matty Seeking in the commentary, sorry, but obviously it's saying it's something that happens with the P51s after pitting early. A early disconnect at the same time, so that's unfortunate. 3-second time penalty. So Logical's looking pretty good at the moment. So he's just got to, Logical's now just got to try and set himself up for the run to the pit stops and get a good strategy here happening. and see if he can challenge for victory tonight. He's obviously a little bit faster at the moment than the Ferrari. The Ferrari's not happy with a full tank of fuel by the looks of things. Yeah, there just could be that with that extra fuel, it's just causing him to, because he would have been used to seeing how fast he was going through earlier in the practice and qualifying session for race 1 in the dry. And his muscle memory will probably be telling him to push a bit faster through there. Nice. So he's in there. Nice entry too. He came in pretty fast. Got it down into the 60k speed limit. Nürburger taking his mandatory stop on lap 5, or start of lap 5, end of lap 4. This is shaping up to be a very nice battle between these two at the moment. And you would imagine that Dado, the way he's going, or he's actually running roughly the similar times. I was going to say I thought that they may have been going a little bit slower than Dado, but they're not. Dado's lapping the similar times, as you can see up the top left. Fifth at the moment for myself, yeah, with Kemi reserve driving for me at the moment, Matty, so I'm pretty happy with that, but yet he's still got a pit, so we know that Nürburger's already pitted, and I'm not too sure, was Dark Lord, did he already pit as well? I'm not too sure if he had, or if he's just fallen way back. It doesn't come up with the pits. It's with him at the way at the back there. There's a possibility that he did pit and we missed that. So it's funny that Sato on that previous had a 140.4 and Illogical was basically a second or 2 seconds faster, but he hasn't even overtaken him. So it's funny those timings. Because to me, it seems like Illogical was about that same distance for previous lap. So there you go. Yeah, okay. But there's Dado in the background. You could just see him coming out of turn 4 as these guys were making their way up over the hill, and there he is again. So Dark Lord has pit, so that's good to see. So he's going to wait to see what happens through as they filter on out. Not that too far away from being in striking distance from any of these guys if they slip up. You can't even see Dark, he's gone. 6 seconds in front of these guys. Doing a good job, he'll be comfortable there. The race is on for second at the moment. We obviously had Weary Night disconnect on lap 3. I think it's best for Illogical just to stay out too and stay with Sato and probably pit when he sees Sato go in. Yeah, so he's pushing hard, and those slowdown penalties are going to probably end up costing him at the end of this race. Both Illogical and Dado are clean at the moment, so I'll tell you what, Dado will be pretty happy to see that Sato has these penalties to his name. End of time penalties. Still a long way to go. We've only gone through the first 10 minutes here, so we've got 34 minutes remaining. Oh, thank you. Anyway, so we're back to the action here with Illogical. Can he try and get something out of this Nissan? obviously took it to victory at the Spa 24 hours earlier this year. And trying to get something out of it here in this GT3 Sprint Cup Championship. He's currently lingering 5th in the championship. Actually 6th in the championship, sorry. But this man, he needs to try and finish in front of Sato to take the lead of the championship. That's all he's got to do. But with those time penalties that Sato already has, yeah, so Sato's got 4 seconds. So there is pretty much that difference at the moment, right on 4 seconds roughly, between him and Sato. And you can only think that Dado's actually going to get stronger as the race goes on as well. I think Illogical just had a moment though, because that previous lap, Illogical was still faster. Though, yeah, you're right that he would have only just been faster, so Sato would have got a time penalty with that 42, so he probably did a 41. Illogical's actually gone. Dado's made the move, so Illogical's had a spin or something, so Dado's now in 3rd. Something's not right with his car. Oh no, seems to be going. I'm not too sure. It just didn't seem right. So unless he's thinking about pitting and fiddling with his dials, but that's a slow lap, 6 seconds. So either he's had a moment and had a spun in front of Dado. Well, I think Cyril Nürburgringer's going to be in 2nd when Sato pits. So look at that time. Now Sato's picked it up. Yeah, so he's now, the pace is coming to Sato as their fuel's being burnt. As Illogical's in the pits now. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe Illogical was fiddling around with his pit strategy for some reason. As Kemi comes in as well for his mandatory stop. Yeah, nice drive in from Nürburgringer, pitting early. But can he hold in now? Obviously they haven't gone fuel or tyres, so there's no gains really. There's Kevin's motoring on out, and it looks like Dark Lord's coming on through. Dark Lord's now back to 6. And we've got half an hour remaining now. There's Sato trying to now chase down Darky, and he's basically trying to secure himself to be in front of Dado. So the Sting's sort of come out of the racing at the moment. It's a bit pedestrian. We're just waiting for the pit stops probably to happen to see what happens between all of them when they all come back together. But after Illogical, something went wrong and he fell off the back of Sato. And that was really the battle for 2nd for quite a while. Dark Lord's picking up the pace. We might take an opportunity to just go on board of a lap here of the on board with Dado Racer of the Lambo, the 111 car. You can see just in front of him is Sato getting around turn 6 garage vert. famous track for the MotoGPs, this Bugatti circuit. Oh, it's a lot of fun, Matty. Matty's mentioning out of the banking here is such a good feeling when you get it right, and then come back out through here and take a quick run. Try not to, you can overcook it through here too, get on the brakes a bit too late and run very wide. Very easy to do. Looks like Dado doesn't have much to try and challenge Sato at the moment. So Matty's saying it was 28 seconds to what for Nürburgring. Yes, it's just because Sato's starting to put that time in, so you could be right that Sato may just get out in front of Nürburgring, but the longer Sato stays out and does these 37s, he's definitely going to pop out in front because he's faster than Nürburgring each lap. So Nürburgring's losing time. But also, he's actually looking good for third position though in front of Dado. I think the way Sato's going at the moment with his time, he'd probably be one of the late stoppers. Why he's still in those 37s or he's 38, low 38. So why he's in all that sort of time, I think he'll be happy to stay out. So yeah, Nürburgring's only got the 1 second time penalty. As confirmation of Weary Night disconnected. As we put the map up, we can just see where they all are at the moment. And those blue dots pretty much stipulate that they're going to be cars that will probably fall a lap down. So that'll be Kemi, Dark Lord and Illogical, but that's the game thinking that obviously Dark Racing 40 is not going to pit, so obviously he's still got to have that mandatory stop. As the game hasn't been set as mandatory stop, as it was a timed race and you can't set a mandatory stop. Actually, no, the blue dots, sorry, I think it was Matty, I got that wrong. The blue dots mean that they're still not, they're a lap behind, they're not on the same lap. The red dot means a car that may be falling a lap down. Oh, okay. Got it all wrong. Yep, fair enough. Oh man, sorry about the yawning, guys. I'm just getting a little bit tired at the end here, but 24, just under 25 minutes remaining with Nürburgring. Yeah, that's right. It's we've got the Sato. Looks like Darky. He's just actually Sato's made a little mistake. But that's the only, I think, help that Dado's going to have is Sato overdriving himself and causing a few little errors, which actually cost him the previous race, didn't it, Matty? Obviously, I shouldn't really worry because you won't be able to, no one can hear Matty talking, but definitely that's what affected Sato there. He lost the race by pushing a bit too hard in the wet. Spun twice, yes, that's right, and Dado Racer made easy position from that spin and taking the victory. Oh, Cammy's rear brakes probably a little bit too hot and locked him up. Oh, and Darklord's also gone off too. So as Dark is in for his mandatory stop, he's pulled it in, and we'll see if Sato takes that opportunity or if he's still happy to stay out. So Nürburgring through the turn 7 and 8. And Nürburgring now just coming into the Garage Bleu, as we like to call the chicken cordon bleu. Yeah, very healthy lead for Darky. He's been pushing out some nice numbers in this race. Absolutely dominating this. But I tell you what, Dado's in a very healthy position. He basically, with that 4-second penalty that Sato has, Dado would actually leapfrog Sato at the moment. The two championship contenders. Yeah, see, sometimes pitting early too, you've got to make sure you still keep pushing yourself. You know, you don't have any sort of reference with the car in front at all. So, you know, you just got to try and keep driving to a number and make sure that number is faster than these guys. I think Sato's in a comfortable spot at the moment, like just in the zone. Doesn't want to break that momentum. Yeah. So Darklord's having a few little errors there. 153 the previous lap, so obviously spin. He's had two spins now. He had a spin of the previous lap, and then that lap just gone as well. So how far is the logical? He's only 6 seconds behind Nürburgring. And actually lapping a bit faster than Nürburgring, that previous lap. So we'll sort of see what sort of time he's doing here as he's about to cross the line. It looks like he only a marginal bit faster, logical. There's still plenty of time. There's over 20 minutes remaining, so logical has got plenty of time to take that 4th position from Nürburgring. But that's a 7-second. Yeah, that previous lap. So it was it was a fairly fast lap that he had. It was a 37, but obviously the three seconds added onto it. But that's costing Sato. Like, okay, he's pushing, but you know, he's making life hard for himself because Dado is looking pretty. He doesn't even have to overtake him, and he'll get this easy position over Sato, and that'll also, as we've already been saying, gift him the championship lead as well. That was a quick stop by Sato. Dado will want to make sure that he doesn't have any damage repair turned on the for the pit stop, because he needs a very quick stop. He doesn't want to lose time to this man, because that was a very fast stop by Sato. So clearly out in front of Nürburgring as well. So what do you think Dado will do though, Matty? I'll relay the message as well, but yeah, you think Dado may look at just staying out? There's no benefit really pitting. Will he just try and stay out and see if Sato gets forced into a mistake, or do you think it's better for Dado to pit now, be behind Sado, and have a Sado then, you know, worried about Dado being behind him and pushing him that way? Yeah, well, yeah, 37s now, so he's... Yeah, if you're saying that the pit stop's around about 21 seconds, so... Yeah, okay. So effectively, I think Dado then would be second. Once he pits, so that's a big moment. And Nürburg's got every opportunity to grab third with Sado's inconsistency here tonight. That's right. What did Nürburg have? Only 1 second penalty or something like that? He's... Yeah. Yeah, so there's no reason for him to come in for a pit at all for Dado, while he's out there circulating faster than anyone else. Yeah, so this could actually be a big position for third. You know, six. Well, yes, Matty just mentioned that there's a good opportunity, that good possibility, I should say, that Sado could drop all the way down to fifth due to his time penalties, because Logical's got no time penalty, so he's going to benefit from everything. As look at this battle for the minors for sixth position between Cami and Dark Lord. Mercedes versus the Janetta. German versus England, or pretty sure that England, Janetta. British. A little bit of a fun track car. Oh, looks like Kemi was on the ragged edge there. But Dado still in the 37s, the previous lap too, so very impressive. He's put it on the later half of the race, but Sado's chasing with a 37.82, but it's still a little bit slower. Oh, yeah, he's as you've picked it up early, Matty, as well, about saying that Sado's just coming in a little bit too hot some of these corners, especially this one up here, and not getting the car turned in properly. Yeah. It's funny how the track changes too throughout the race, because you know most of the top guys, you can see their time seem to fluctuate together. Oh, look at this, nice, close. Oh, even a bit too close, but there you go, Dark Lord giving it to the Merc in front. Hard to move that, it's a heavy car. Like he was lucky to hold on to it then, Dado. His rear end looked a little bit skatey as he turned in. Oh, he's up on his fastest time too at the end of sector 2. So the final sector, will we see him have his fastest lap? absolutely flying. Oh, he's in for his pit stop. So a very fast in lap. Oh, easy. He could almost put on a set of tyres if he wanted that much time. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, but that's a good drive here from Darky though too. He's got a possibility to actually leapfrog Sato too, depending where he ends up finishing here. Because Darky finished third in the first race, and winning this race with Sato further down the field, you could see that we could have a Lambo 1-2 over the overall round victory. So this is a great drive by Darky and also Dado. When you look at the position he was in after the first 10 minutes, it really looked like Sato was going to stay in front of Dado, but Dado just keeps to his guns and just keeps driving the car so consistent and looks after it. And then, as you can see, just before the pit stops, he was back into the 37s. Almost the fastest lap of the race as well. Yeah, but he's nudging close to him though. He's a little bit slower than Sato at the moment, but it's very borderline. But there's 12 minutes to go, Matty. 12 minutes, and Sato doesn't seem to be able to hold the car consistently over 12 minutes here at this circuit. The car's not performing well for him. Oh, yeah, look at this for a battle for the minors. Oh, he's just had to get off the throttle. They'll both be enjoying this fight. Oi! Yeah, just slightly nudged him. It looks like he's going to redress here because obviously it's a nice little battle for these guys at the moment. And obviously they want to try and keep on the same lap on the same lap as the leaders if they can. So they want to keep pushing. Nice redress by Dark Lord. Just getting his nose just touching the rear quarter of that Merc in front of him. When these cars are fully loaded up too, they're pushing the limits. It only takes a little knock to unsettle them. Lifts the rear wheels up. As Dado's had a good outlap for 2:05, so his in-lap was fast and so was his outlap, so he's absolutely smashing it at the moment. 3 seconds, close to 3 to 4 seconds over Sato. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Nürburgring with 3 seconds, but don't count a logical out. As I said, we've just got 10 minutes remaining. 38.7, so he was almost a second slower than Sato, so he's losing time at the moment. Has Kemi run out of fuel? It's still running. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, maybe he had something going on as well. Maybe. He's giving Darky plenty of room to overtake. But he lapped as, yeah, he did, definitely did. Over braked into that corner. Easy to do though. So when you've got another car sort of near or nearabouts, you're sometimes a bit worried about turning in. You may turn in front of and chop their nose. Yeah, well, it was 4 seconds, wasn't it? He had a penalty, so at the moment how it stands, logical would be just there enough to leapfrog him. Yeah, it looks fairly clean. It's done a good job, Kemi. Obviously debuting last night in the Open division, as he's pulled it up again to let Dado and the other guys come on through, looks like. Or something he may be getting distracted at home. Maybe there could be a possibility, you never know, but always just letting all these guys through, knowing that he's only been a reserve driver tonight and doesn't want to get involved or accidentally spin in front of them or anything like that. So good work by Kemi. The gap between Dado and Sato you're talking about? Of the gap? Dado and Darky. Yeah, so it's probably just for pride that Dado would really want to take victory. Other than that, he will come home with a round victory as where he sits. So officially you can say they're teammates. They're both in a Lamborghini, but they are two different teams. They're probably working together a little bit, helping each other with setups. How a lot of us operate here in our group. It obviously improves the racing and the pace of everyone. Everyone sort of works together. Doesn't give out all the secrets though, because we're all still very competitive and wanting to have that one little bit of an edge over our competitor. But obviously we'd like to steer everyone in the right direction when they're having a few issues with car setup. So yeah, Nürburgring, as you said, Matty, is going to need to push out a few better laps because he's getting closer and closer. It's actually a 3-second penalty that Nürburgring has, so Logical's just getting that little bit closer lap after lap to be under that 3-second gap to get a sneaky extra position and finish in 4th tonight. Yeah, but I think he'd obviously like to just hold there at the moment because, you know, as soon as you let someone through, sometimes you never know, you might have a little moment or, you know, you just relax your mind a little bit and next thing you know, you know, that position's gone, even though you're trying to just say, well, you got that time penalty's going to fall your way. Don't think Sato would do anything rash even if he was behind Dado. He obviously will make life hard for him, but there's a lot to lose as well. Oh, he's very aggressive. He's you know, he's been very clean with a lot of his racing too, as far as I'm concerned. He gives just as good as what he cops sometimes, so he's very good. He's patient when he has to be. So yeah, you're right, Sato, he's on a charge. He's up on his fastest lap time so far. With 4 minutes remaining, as we're looking at Darky, the leader of this race, 7 seconds in front of Dado. Yeah. So look out. So Matty's just saying he's going to rename a corner to some member throughout every year for something that might happen throughout the series at that corner, and it'll be forever known someone's corner. So as we know, the Schumacher S corners are Sado's corner. The Sado S's, that's it. That's it. Yeah, the Woody hairpin, that's definitely me up on two wheels rotating right around that corner. Five seconds. So this is getting very close for Dado to take victory here. He just needs to pull out a little bit more, Dado. He's got, what have we got? 2 more laps to go. They'll get 28 laps done tonight. Yeah. It's been a cracking pace tonight, though. They've been in the 37s, 38s most race, the leaders. So there you go. Dado's now only 4 seconds behind Darky. So officially, what was the penalty again? I forgot what 5. So officially, there, Darky may lose this race due to pushing a little bit too hard and copping these time penalties and not trying to shake them off. Darky's one that doesn't normally back off when he gets the time slow down penalties. He just keeps going. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So how's a logical? There you go. Look, a logical's within the time frame of. Oh no, he's not. I was thinking 4 seconds. So he's still always close, very close. It just depends where he's on the circuit. So yeah. They should get another lap done here, I'd say. The final sector. Darky should do under 40 seconds. And he doesn't want to pull it up either, Darky, because he'll definitely lose it due to his penalty. So it's funny that we're saying it's going to be so tight between these two different drivers, and not even for him to overtake on track. It's based on time penalties, where they'll actually be able to gain an extra position. But Sado's pretty safe to finish in third. But the person that's might lose out is this man here, Dark Racing 40. He's got a 5-second end of time penalty, and currently Dado's only within 3 seconds of Darky. So as long as Dado can keep it on the track and stay this distance behind Darky, this will be the leader of the race, will take the race victory. Sado will hold on to third. Darky should finish in second, but the other. Oh, so Nürburg's had a mistake. So a logical's fourth, so he's free to go. So nice constant pressure by the P51 Sim Sports of Illogical in the Nissan. But here we go, on track. Dark Racing will take the checkered flag, but we are assuming that at the end of the race, with the end of time penalties, it will go to this man, Dado Racer. And Sato right behind him will still finish in 3rd position. Oh, that'll be very unsportsmanship, and but yeah, you could say if you're a Michael Schumacher, it could do to win the championship, definitely. So there you go. So Dado, as it's been confirmed, just take victory due to time penalties, and that will definitely bring himself up to the championship lead. Yeah, nice drive by the Illogical, and Nürburgring. Obviously, we didn't catch what happened. He must have had a little bit of a spin or some little moment. It wasn't too bad though. Actually a 40. So yeah, he might have just had the rear end come out on him on that last lap. No doubt, he's very professional at the moment for the guys. Probably because you'll never stop a P51 Sim Sport driver from doing donuts. There you go. And it's offline as well, so nicely done by Illogical. As we're just waiting for Dark Lord just to finish up his lap. He's finished on the same lap as all the others, so that's good. It was only Kemi that fell a lap down. And yeah, nice. As Illogical just constantly doing a nice Shane Van Gisbergen donut. He has not stopped. So there you go. So there's the results. Due to penalties, we have Dado Racer taking that victory and the round win, with Dark Racing 40. Well, if he had actually won that race, I would say that Dark Racing 40 would have come home second in the round victory. But the way it might fall, I'd say Sato will claim second in the round victory, finishing 3rd here in the second race. And Illogical Sports in 4th, with Nürburgring in 5th. With that late spin, and Dark Lord finishing up on the same lap as all the others in 6th position, and M2E Kemi coming home a lap down in that AMG Mercedes. And don't forget Weary Knight disconnecting on lap 3 for the second of the P51 Sim Sports in that Acura. I've been your host, Woody Lizard, for ANZCRL. And Maddie's speaking. Maddie's not speaking, but Maddie's seeking. The silent Maddie's seeking in this session here, as we had some audio problems. We weren't able to get him into the audio chat, unfortunately. But we will be sure to catch up with you guys next week on Saturday, where the Open Division will open proceedings at Fuji Grand Prix for round 4 of the GT3 Championship, and obviously the Pro will continue on Sunday, same time. So until then, yeah, be faster than the Olympic cycling. There you go from Maddie. So I've been a pleasure to bring you this tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Cheerio.